today's interview, we want to address some concerns that are dropping in our inbox. Please, what about if you get a transfer letter from the GES head office without even applying for a release through the region or the district, knowing very well that you have not qualified? Has the regional director or the district director has the discretion or power not to release you? So that's the question. How do you understand?
In the first place, it's a funny question.
Okay.
You have to qualify to even apply for the release.
Okay.
So if you don't qualify, your likelihood of getting a release letter is very slim. Then number two, you don't just apply directly to the national headquarters seeking for release.
Okay.
So I don't know how possible it is for you or for that person to get the release from the national headquarters. And if your letter from, let's assume you have been able to pass through some means, pull the the wrong strings, and then you finally got a certain letter and send it to the regional office, they have every power to reject it because they are also there as managers of that district. And
This one is from headquarters.
yes, it's from headquarters, and then I am looking at your documents, and looking at it, you have served less than a year.
So if headquarters
And then
has approved, what can you do? You can't do anything about it. You are the lower level.
As a regional director, if that particular letter gets to my table, because the letter doesn't move in isolation, it moves with other documents, your personal record form, your pay slip, your confidential letter, and every other thing. So I'll be able to see your full portfolio and be able to tell whether you qualify to be released.
If the person is not qualified and headquarters says the person is qualified, what do you have to say? Why won't you be quiet and do your job?
Well, I may consider it as an oversight. So what I'll do is that I'll first of all verify from the headquarters if this letter is actually genuine. And then after that, if they say it's genuine, I'll ask why this person has been given this executive treatment. 2 months into service, 6 months into service, 1 year, 2 years, and then you are seeking for a release, and then you didn't even give a tangible reason that shows that it's under emergency.
You didn't pass through the normal process.
You didn't even pass through the normal process.
Because you know someone there, they've done it for you, and you are bringing it down here.
So your regional director, the new one that you want to go under, has every power to scrutinize your documents and even reject your release.
Okay, so let's continue from there. Talking about this release and transfer issue, I want you to clarify what transfer means, what release means, and what reposting means.
Okay, to the best of my knowledge, GES has tried to redefine these terms.
Okay.
So transfer currently means you are moving from one school to another school in your district or in your municipal.
Okay.
Release means you are moving from your current district to another district or to another region.
Okay.
With the reposting, it is usually used simultaneously to mean that you have moved from one school to another school.
All right, thank you. So if I'm currently in home municipal and I want to move to maybe Greater Accra region, what is the process involved?
The process is, first, I want to know whether you are moving to a senior high school or you are moving to a basic school, because the processes are different.
Okay, please just digest both processes.
All right, let's begin with the basic school.
Okay.
If you are moving to a basic school within a municipal in the Greater Accra region, the first thing you have to do is to go and seek assurance
Okay.
You write a letter to that municipal or that district office seeking that you want to come there and serve, stating all the reasons and attaching all the documents that needed to be attached, your personal record form, your appointment letter, your pay slip and everything. Then they will peruse all this and ascertain that this person actually deserves to be moved to this place.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to even add a letter from,
Even clearance form.
yes,
Yeah, clearance from the bank clearance.
clearance,
Yeah.
and confidential letter from your former
Yeah.
district. So you add all these documents and send there. Then they will now look at it and realize, oh, okay, you actually deserve to be released to this place. Then they give you a letter detailing that, okay, when you come here, we have a school in so village
Okay.
that we can give you class 1, class 2, class 3
Okay.
to go and be teaching.
Alright.
So it is this letter that they will give you that you will now use to apply for release from your current
So
district.
after I've applied for assurance
Yes.
to wherever I am going, they will now give me a
A
letter.
letter. It is that letter we are calling assurance letter.
Okay, so if that letter is not given to me,
You
I
can't
cannot proceed to
apply
apply for the release.
No.
Okay.
So reposting or release is one of the stressful things you can do in GES. You write the letter, you send it there. Another time you have to go for the feedback, which is the letter. So you realize sometimes you go, they are able to process it for you that same day. But if the director is not around, if there is a lot of workload on them, you have to go and come back for that same assurance, maybe multiple times.
Okay, but could it be possible that after the assurance is given, though the letter is ready in the office, they may not call you for it because
So you can go back for a feedback.
so
Whether
I
a
have
feedback-
to be checking on them.
They don't need it, you need it. So you go there to ask
Okay.
if your assurance letter is ready. If it's ready, they give it to you. Then you can now write your official application for release and attach this assurance. So if you attach this assurance to your application, it is telling your current district that, oh, those people are saying they have a place to accommodate you. Then they will now, your district will now write a covering note, an approval letter to attach to all the documents you have brought and either give it to you to send to the regional office, or they have their own way of getting it to reach the regional office whilst keeping a copy. So that's why they will ask you to come with 4 photocopies.
Yeah.
One will be kept by you, one kept by the district, one kept by the regional before it even gets to the national level.
Okay.
So once that application gets to the regional level, they also package your document and attach their letter
Okay.
and send it or forward it to the national level.
Okay.
Or they will just combine the names or the list of all those who are seeking assurance and send the names. Then at the national level, the HR unit will sit down and make that decision as to whether these people qualify to be released or not. They will do the needs assessment where teachers are
Needed most.
where teachers are needed most. So if your district is currently understaffed and you are moving, they might
look at that.
limit the number of people they move out of that particular district. They can change certain people's this thing and call them.
Before you continue, can somebody be denied even though
You are qualified.
you are qualified and everything is showing that your reason for leaving the district is well
genuine.
justified and genuine? Can someone be denied?
Yes, you can be denied. You can be denied because assuming Ghana Education Service has only one school and it is in this our school
Okay.
and they have employed you here. Assume they will have only one branch.
And there is no one.
There is no other school
there are a lot
anywhere
of
else.
schools around, so we will not assume. That's
So
assumption.
will you say you want to move somewhere where there is no school?
That's an assumption. We will not take
so
it.
they have every right to keep you here because you have signed a contract with them that they should keep you where your services are needed. So where your service is needed most, that's where they will keep you. Just that we have now signed an agreement with them that we are in a human society where teachers need to move sometimes. Maybe
Yeah.
your family member, your spouse, or for health
Other thing,
reasons,
yeah.
or wherever you are serving, your life is under threat. Or
Okay.
sometimes you are not just being productive at where you are, and a change of environment might, improve your
Yes.
mental health, improve
That's
your
true.
productivity. So they
Yeah.
have to move you. So
Okay.
your reason might be genuine, all right, but
They
if
can be denied.
your this thing is if too many people are moving out, they will cut down the number,
So
and
why
you
should
might
that be
be,
me?
well, somebody has to be sacrificed.
All right. So that is about the basic school process. What of the secondary school? As
We
you
are not
said?
done with the basic school process.
Hey.
We are not done.
Okay.
So
So
when
what
it gets
again?
to the national,
Okay.
they will now give feedback to the regional,
Okay.
your region.
Mm-hmm.
Then your region will now write an official release letter and give to you.
Okay.
That letter should find its way to your district. And then not just
Why this
that,
long process?
not just that, it has to also find its way to the new regional office where you are seeking the release to. After that,
To my district.
to the district that you want to go. So you can see the back and forth. One of the
It's
reasons
hectic.
why we are calling for an online system
Yeah.
where you can sit at the comfort of your home,
Process
write
everything.
every letter and upload to the system. Then
Give you
GES does
feedback.
its thing and gives you a feedback. All you do is move to your new school
Yeah.
to release
The stress.
the stress. Is too stressful.
Yes.
It's one of the things you can give up on.
Yeah.
If you are not determined, you will easily give up. You see,
Oh,
so
okay.
that's why we are calling for an online system. You just press buttons and you are moved.
Yeah.
And
That
it
is
will
the
cost
best.
you money. It is risky to
Time.
your this thing, your life, time, and then sometimes if you want it fast, you understand.
Brown envelope.
So when when it comes to the senior high school,
Yeah.
that one you apply for the assurance directly from the school. Then the school gives you the assurance letter. Then you go through the other processes that
So don't you think the senior high own is better off than the? That's why we all want to go to senior high be free.
how better is it?
Because I think the process for what you are saying, the
Instead
process
of
may not
moving to
the district. First, you write letter from where you are to your district, to the other district,
so this one
waiting for them to give you approval before coming back to your district for release. And all those is too different.
the senior high school,
Yeah.
is just the school instead of the
Yeah.
district. So it's the same thing. You move
not
to
the
that
same
school
thing. Okay,
in that district there and apply there.
Okay.
So you the school gives you the assurance letter.
Okay.
You will now come to your district and use that letter to pass through the process.
But it's still better because if I know that I am going to so and so senior high school, it's okay. This one my district before you not even know the school, they'll come and give you some.
Oh yes.
So
Sometimes to some extent, when you go and meet the HR over there, and you can do negotiation.
Who should go to that place?
Everything is negotiable. Even life. In the Bible, someone even negotiated for extra life. So everything is negotiable.
What is the name of the person?
I can't even remember. Is it Nebuchadnezzar?